I was like very hesitant in the beginning. I thought we might not be ready for this, and what am I going to get out of this? So I had a lot of hesitation signing up for the program. My team is kind of very scattered. So I have a huge back office team in India, and I have a person in El Salvador, Canada. And then I have, other than me in Uber, there's one other person who also works 100% remote. So I felt like when John started talking about organization structure, culture, and everything, I thought I have to have a large team to implement all the strategies he's going to share. No, I thought maybe I'm not a right candidate, but then day one, within few hours, or even before we got into the day one, he was challenging me on that. Why are you do have a team? I have a team of 20 people. You do have a team, and why are you not even considering them? And then even though they are remote, and you can still build a culture. So he was like challenging me just right on that thought. And then he did prove it right, like end of the day three session. Now, like it was just the way I was thinking it. And then after going through all of the exercises and doing it with the team, and through those exercises, hearing my team's perspective, their ideas, and everything, I realized I didn't know there's so much I can even like they were I was very surprised hearing my team's feedback and a lot of things. They had their own ideas or thoughts to share, which I never realized I can ask them and they'll come out of them. So I was surprised throughout the workshop, and I took so much on my shoulders so far. And then through this exercise, hearing the team's feedbacks and talents, I now feel like I could delegate a lot more. That's one thing, like end of the day three came out of the workshop is like there were growth plans and strategies I built on spreadsheet, which I didn't even show the team. He stopped me and asked the team, how many of you have seen the spreadsheet, the strategy spreadsheet? And everyone said, no one. I built this 1 year ago, and it's not that I'm not implementing any of it, but I thought it's all me. I have to. It's my plan. It's my growth. I have to start and execute it. Though I progressed on some, but then the team didn't get that full picture. It sounded more like I was just delegating them some tasks to do, versus they didn't know where taking this company to. But yeah, doing this exercise really brought everything together. Now my staff feedback also, they said by end of the workshop, they were saying now they have a good idea of what me as a Jay as a CEO is thinking for the organization, where she wants to take this company to, what is our role, and how are we impacting the clients through our services. All of that became more clear. Yeah, now like end of the third day session, now we do have a weekly sync already on calendar, and then I now have a leadership team who is going to get on the weekly call. Everyone has an action, so kind of not just all theory, but we all kind of put in place structure too. So I'm very happy how all of this evolved. I didn't really think that I can create a leadership team with a remote structure that we had. So part of like John first day exercise that we did is to create the org chart, and then having coming up with the functional heads and the operator, and then I started thinking about who in the team can be a good person to that role, and that's how it all evolved. And now I have a leadership team and assign responsibility based on all the feedback they shared. So it definitely helped us bring a structure in place, and definitely immediately lightened a lot of my burden and the responsibility and weight I was carrying on my shoulders. Now, like I'm reflecting that, and then implementing in other areas too, wherever there's an email or anything that from a client that I think only I can do. I'm starting to think of delegating it to the team. And the delegation part really stuck with me. And knowing, yeah, most of it was like I was underestimating the team. I can now brainstorm with my team, and they also have ideas. One team member also surprised me saying, We also have a AI RPA department, and he had this idea, or his goal is you want to come up with a product which is not in the world currently. It's in existence, something new in the accounting industry. That's how he wants to contribute to the organization. Usually, it's me always thinking of new ideas, and then this employee already thinking about it and having that as a goal for himself. It didn't come from me. And I was like, okay, I should more involve him on any ideas or strategies I'm thinking about, and get their input rather than top down. Like, I should also hear from them. And yeah, so a lot of realization, a lot of aha moments, and we really enjoyed the 3 days. We did set up our weekly sync meetings, and our first meeting is this Friday. And then by last day session, everyone has been assigned a responsibility. Now every week we'll be checking on that. Plus, I'm going to use this weekly sync meeting to work on the activities that we come up with. And there's a lot more things I'm thinking of for the organization. So it's really getting us started with this weekly sync, and then using that platform every week, Friday, 90 minutes we are taking to think about growth for the organization. It's not just about it used to be always client task, deliverables, this and that. And just the 90 minutes a week is purely to think about new things that we can work on, the growth and new initiatives. So that's going to be, it's going to take us in a different direction, definitely. Not just what we came up with now, but using that platform to work on other initiatives. In addition to how the workshop helped, it yeah, definitely helped us come up with our destination, our identity, and the biggest one is our hedgehog for the business, where we should be focusing on. So that was huge for me. Though we knew about it, kind of, but this is the one thing you have to focus. This is your hedgehog. That was a big thing for us now. The focus before, like, it was in general about growth for the organization. I had 5 growth plans for the organization to grow organically or through acquisition or whatever. But to achieve those growth plan, what is one thing that so in our case, the hedgehog ended up being a 45 minutes impact meeting that I have with a prospective CEO, business owner. So before that, we weren't clear on, yeah, though we know we have to, through our marketing efforts and everything, we have to bring someone to that first meeting. But we were thinking of maybe doing speaking engagements and social media, different ways to get to that. But then now thinking that this is what will convert a prospect to a client, and that's what is going to help organically grow. It's just that one thing instead of like thinking of 10 different things, and focusing all of our energy to get someone to that 45-minute impact meeting is definitely a big shift in how all our efforts go. But having that system and soul structure definitely helped us stay in point and not getting distracted. And John definitely did a great job engaging the team members, asking the right questions, and bringing us together when we were getting distracted and going out of the topic. He did an excellent job